Our hearts beat about 100,000 times a day. That's 2.5 billion times over the course of our lives. In the day-to-day chaos, it can be easy to forget that life is fragile and so very precious. Our special guest today probably remembers more often than most. Jeff Siddiqui received the incredible gift of a heart several years ago when Sam Schumacher lost his life in a tragic motorcycle accident at the age of 22. Sam's choice to be an organ donor blessed so many people, and his family is so proud of the selfless decision he made that God used to make miracles for others. And Jeff is one of those miracles. It's such an honor having you here today. Welcome to Spirit 105.3. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing very well, thank you.
I'm so glad. Jeff, why did you need a new heart?
Well, that's very interesting. There is something called sarcoid, which is very difficult to find, and it is usually in other organs, but seldom in the heart. And that's what it turned out that I had after they dissected my heart and checked to see what was wrong with it. Other than that, it was fine.
And what was it like knowing you needed a new heart?
Well, the whole process of my heart going downhill started over a period of 3 or 4 years. And by the time it got rather serious, I had pretty much reconciled to my fate. I thought, well, everyone has to go sometime, and I guess this is my time. So I made my peace, and I was ready for whatever eventuality there was.
Yeah.
That's the only way to handle things like that, really. You can't panicking or worrying or fretting. It doesn't help you at all.
Yeah. And you were given one of the greatest gifts any human being can give to another, the gift of life. What was it like to receive that, Jeff?
You can't overemphasize how life-changing it was. It is an amazing gift. I myself was a donor. I had a donor card since I was 24. I never dreamt that I would be on the receiving end of it.
And what did it mean to you to meet Sam's mom, Corey, and to let her listen to your heart? What was that experience like for you?
Meeting her and meeting his family was really a high point of my life. It was really nice. I'd been looking forward to meeting them since my transplant, but then COVID came along, and all transplant people have suppressed immune systems so that the organ is not attacked by the body. And so with COVID flying around, I couldn't take the chance of meeting anybody.
Yeah.
And we finally did meet, and it was just, words are not sufficient to say how wonderful it was to meet them.
Jeff, they often say that people who receive the heart of another person can take on characteristics of that person. Have you had any changes, like any cravings for anything or desire to do something that you never had before?
No, I actually didn't, and we talked about it when we met, and it turns out that Sam's interests were very, very similar to mine. I mean, I'm not saying we're carbon copies of each other, but we liked the same kinds of things, even down to trivial pursuits. He was fanatical about it, and I am very keen about it. So it was,
wow.
Yeah. But I heard about habits changing or something. That did not happen to me.
How do you live differently with a brand new heart? I mean, there are so few people that actually have this opportunity. I mean, or do you live differently?
I don't. After my recovery, which began really about 4 or 5 months after my transplant, it took about a year to fully regain my normal self. And I try to live as normally as I can. The only exception is I have to be very careful about my immune system.
Sure. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. I don't know much about your faith, but I'm curious. Do you feel like someday you'll get a chance to meet Sam on the other side?
I never thought about it. I'm sure that opportunity exists. I'm sure he is sitting comfortably in heaven. I just hope that I'll end up there too.
Jeff Siddiqui, owner of A New Heart, thank you so much for being with us on Spirit 105.3. You're a joy.
I'm not an owner. I'm just sharing it. Thank you.
Oh, you're a beautiful person. Thank you, Jeff. It's an honor to meet you.
My pleasure. Thank you.